Hey, welcome to Paddle and Hike. Today we're going to talk about the three main types of backpacking stoves. There's a lot of different companies that makes them, so many models out on the market, but the principle is there's mostly three types of stoves. There's the gas stove, the alcohol stove, and the wood stove, which can use also fuel tablets. So let's start with the fuel canisters. These canisters are different size. You can get these small ones, you can get the medium ones, and you can get bigger ones. I don't have the bigger ones. The small ones will fit in 600 ml pot. Pretty much any pot over 600 ml they will fit in. You can get them in every stores, outdoor stores obviously. Very easy to find. They're pretty much universals. Some type of tips are a bit different, but most of them are the one that you screw the stoves on, which they're universal for that. They're a bit bulky, let's be honest, and when they're full, they're pretty heavy depending which one you take. A good tip to know where you are and how much fuel you have is to put them into water. Some have, like this one, I will show you. They show the lines, if you put them in water, how much you have left in it. So this is pretty cool for that. These stoves will take around 3 to 5 minutes to boil water. Obviously, depending on the quantity, we say about cup, maybe cup and a half, 2 cups. It's around 3 to 5 minutes depending which one you take. What's great about these stoves is also that you can modify the strength of your flame. So if you want higher and lower, or if you're cooking with a pan, this way you can actually not burn your eggs, or don't go too high or too low, depending on what you want, compared to the other two, which is a way more complicated to do. And also what you can get, if you don't find this stable enough, you can get a little thing like this, which you just open and it becomes something to stabilize. There's different clip for the different size of the cans. And you just clip it on like this and your thing is way more stabilized. If you want to have this, which looks pretty cool, that way it's very sturdy, but it adds some weights to your kit. The stove that I use is the BRS 3000. It's pretty much the smallest you can get. Such a great little stove. So the only thing you have to do is, which pack's really small, so you just unfold it like this, and then you place it like this, and there you go. You can put your pot on it. And how it works, very simple. So you just screw it on your thing. When you want to have gas on, you just have to turn it. And you can go different flames just by measuring it. So it's very easy to know how much you want. A little bit more or not. So it's very simple, very efficient. This will work. You can take your pot, put it on top, and that's it. So easy to use. So now we're going to talk about the second one, which is the alcohol stove. It's a very simple stove, very light, super ultra light stove. You can use a lot of different kinds of alcohol. Here in Canada, we don't have the heat, which is very popular in the US. Here we have, mostly what I use is this. This works well. You can get it at any hardware store, like Home Depot, no problem. You can get bigger jugs. This costs nothing, and it burns pretty well. It takes around 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes to boil water, but you need a windscreen. Without it, this doesn't work. But with a windscreen, it's around 6 minutes depending. And usually it takes around an ounce, depending on what type of fuel you're using. For me, it's an ounce and a half to boil the same quantity of water. So you need to carry this into some containers, some bottles. The Vargo bottles that are very popular, I don't use them because for me, I tried them before and they were leaking. So I didn't like that. They're good to measure stuff because they have like a squirt tip, but for me they were leaking, so I don't take chances anymore. I don't like that. So I prefer to go with the different size of Nalgene's bottles, the tiny ones. You can get them like this. So this one contains 8 ounce, this one 4, and this one can take 2.5. And on, you know, I can make it like this too, you know, you just can measure them if you want. And you can also get like these little cup for medicine that have the measuring on it, and you just pour it on it and you pour in it, so it's easy. And this will never leak, will never break. So you're safe with that. So I prefer this, and they cost nothing. They're so cheap. The stove itself, very simple. There's so many different types. This one is one from Tumshu, but there's tons. It comes with 2 pieces like this that you fold together, which becomes the support, and you just put it on top. You put your alcohol inside, put that in, you light it up. Be careful, you won't see the flame right away. It's pretty tricky. But then after maybe like 30 seconds, the flame will start to set and it will start to burn through the holes that are here. So you put the liquid inside, and when it starts to burn, all the holes around will start to shoot flames. And what you can use for windscreen, there's different types. You can make some with aluminum foil, whatever you want. You can buy some are pretty heavy. I like this one that I found from Lixada, I can't say it, yeah. Which is pretty simple and very light, very thin, like you can see. And how this is work, you have rivets that are here on both sides, and what you do is you just have to clamp them like this, and with the pressure you just fold and you come and you lock them in like this. See? So it just locks itself up, really simple. And you just have a windscreen. And then you put your pot on top, and there you go. Simple as that. You don't need to be that high. You can have it higher if you want. For me, it works well. It's high enough, and it just blocks the wind just enough for me. Because I don't mind that the flame goes here and the wind hits the flame that are here. I just want the one at the bottom not to be blown away. And this works for me. You can flip it around too if you want, but this is fine for me. It's ultralight, does the trick. And then you have the wood stoves. Wood stoves comes in many different types and size. Some of them you can use them for many options. The one I have, you can use that as a wood stove. You can use it with fuel tablets, and you can use them with actually an alcohol stove that you can put inside. So some stoves give you the options like this. What I don't like about wood stoves is they get very dirty. They burn and they get dark, and you stain yourself. And even the one I'm going to take out today to show you, I will stain myself with it because it's very hard to remove the black stains on it. You cannot control the heat, obviously. So, and you need wood, which is most of the time very easy to find, but still, you still need wood or fuel tablet to make it work. It will take around 6 to 7 minutes or more, depending which one you're using, because it depends how good your fire will be. So if you have like fuel tablets and you put more, it will burn faster. But if you're just using little twigs and everything, you need to, keep running it. So it will take, depending from like 5, 6, 7 to 10 minutes, depending which one you're using. So the one that I'm using is very portable. Like you can see, it's very small. Very simple to use, very dirty. So you have different sections like this. And you make a square. I'm gonna try to clip it and show you guys. So you have little things here. You put them in the thing. You turn it around. You make it clip both sides. Then you have the little doors. And you have the locking pin. You just come and you put the pin inside like this. And there you go. It's sturdy. And you have an opening like this that you will put. You see how my fingers are? I should have washed it more, but I hate to do it. But it works though. You put your woods inside. You can only put the little twigs though. And then be careful because it will fall. So make sure you have like a piece of aluminum foil or something, because you can set the fire to the forest. All right. So, and obviously the fire will go up. And this, well, it's not very complicated. You put your pot on top, and there you go. It will work. You put your wood in, pot on top, and it works. Very simple. It's not complicated. But it's messy. I hate to clean these things. But they work. They really do work. So I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss any future video. Thanks for watching.